A devotion on John chapter 3, verses 14 to 21. A little time with Jesus can change a life forever. That's what we see with Nicodemus, don't we? Nicodemus was a Pharisee, but he had some questions that he just had to get answered, and nobody could answer them except for Jesus. And so Nicodemus sneaks out at night to see Jesus. And as Jesus is speaking to Nicodemus, the Spirit is working on his heart. You must be born again, Jesus says. He predicts the cross. He says the Son of Man must be lifted up, just as Moses lifted up the snake in the wilderness. And then the gospel in a nutshell. For God so loved the world. A little time with Jesus can change a life forever. So much so that with Nicodemus, that at the end, after Jesus died on the cross, Nicodemus was one of those two men who buried the Savior. A little time with Jesus can change a life forever. Verse 2, right? The Spirit comes to you through the waters of holy baptism, and He changed you forever. The voice of the Savior speaks, and He speaks like no one else. He says, "You are my child." And all the gifts of the cross, the love, the forgiveness, the mercy, the grace, all of that I give to you. And we keep coming back. We keep coming back to spend a little time with Jesus, spending a little time with Him in His Word. Many of us keep coming back to spend a little time with Him in Holy Communion, in the Lord's Supper. That's when Jesus forgives us and renews us and refreshes us and strengthens us in the faith. And maybe before you go to bed at night, you whisper your prayers to Him. That's so good to be with you, Jesus. Thank you for your presence in my life. Because a little time with Jesus makes such a big difference. In fact, it can change a life forever.